Reverse psychology. Mufrumor. Have you ever had a door slammed in your face, only to realize later that it was the best thing that could have happened? Today, we will delve deep into the art of transforming exclusion into opportunity, inspired by the philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Imagine a scenario where every no doesn't bring you down, but instead pushes you forward. Exclusion, a word that often carries a negative weight, can become your springboard to greatness. It's not about forcing destiny, but understanding that sometimes the universe is simply guiding you towards something bigger and better. If you're feeling ignored, forgotten, or undervalued, it's time to turn the tide. In this video, we'll explore 13 powerful lessons that show how to use exclusion as a tool for your growth. We won't just talk theory. These are practical strategies you can apply in your daily life. But before we begin, we ask that this wisdom reaches more people. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and activate notifications. This helps YouTube understand that you're finding value in what we're sharing, and recommend the content to more people. Now, let's embark on this journey of transformation together. Are you ready to turn your rejections into your greatest victories? Let's get started. Lesson 1. Ignoring is power. When life hands you indifference, don't step back. Overcome it. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't revenge. It's an affirmation of your own worth. Imagine someone decides that you aren't worth their time. That's their problem, not yours. By choosing not to react, you are saying, I'm worth more. It's as if you became a mirror for that person, showing without words that their behavior doesn't affect you. How to do this without falling into bitterness. Focus on your life, your goals. Invest in activities that make you grow, like reading, exercising, learning something new, or simply spending time with people you value. It's not about revenge. It's about redirecting your energy to where it matters. Yes, being ignored hurts, but instead of holding on to that pain, use it as fuel for your growth. Build a fortress of self-esteem and let their indifference bounce off that barrier without affecting you. You aren't just surviving destruction, you're thriving despite it. This approach not only demonstrates emotional maturity, but also stands as a testament to your inner strength. Remember, your worth isn't defined by someone else's inability to see it. Stay true to yourself and let your actions speak louder than others' silence. Lesson 2. Keep calm. Rejection can provoke intense emotional reactions. It's natural to want to react impulsively, but here's a secret weapon from Stoicism: calmness. When someone rejects you, it can be tempting to let frustration or sadness take over. However, Stoicism, an ancient yet incredibly relevant philosophy, it's not about suppressing your feelings, but not letting them take control over you. When ignored, instead of getting upset or seeking validation, take a step back. Ask yourself why this bothers you so much. Often, it's not about the rejection itself, but the insecurities it stirs within us. This is where we need to be practical. Were you ignored? Take a deep breath. Reflect. This moment doesn't define you. It's just a passing instant. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our actions and reactions, rather than on the behavior of others. Be polite. Be kind. If you want to connect, do so with genuine interest, without expectations. Mastering your emotions means understanding that your worth is not contingent on others' approval. And true power lies in how you respond to situations, not in how others treat you. This mindset is a game changer. Adopting it may be challenging, but it is also profoundly transformative. When you manage to stay calm in the face of exclusion, you are not just dealing with a tough moment, you are also growing. You are learning that your inner peace doesn't depend on external validation, and that is an important step towards self-confidence. By doing this, you demonstrate true strength and resilience. And guess what? This is surprisingly attractive. Confident people who do not crumble in the face of indifference attract other self-assured individuals. Therefore, by maintaining your calm, you are not just confronting the situation, you are thriving. You are becoming someone who can use exclusion as a springboard for personal growth. This is the Stoic way. Lesson 3. When faced with exclusion, despair can become a powerful tool. This doesn't mean pretending that the exclusion didn't happen, but rather channeling that experience constructively. Start by releasing the impact of the exclusion. Feel it, but instead of letting it occupy your mind, Use this experience as an opportunity to move forward. Like a sailor facing rough seas, harness the waves to steer your boat instead of letting them capsize it. Transforming exclusion requires a shift in perspective. View it not as an obstacle but as a detour pointing to new paths. Invest your time and energy in activities that nourish your soul and broaden your worldview. Read a book that challenges your ideas, practice a sport that tests your limits, or get involved in a volunteer project that provides a fresh perspective. These activities aren't just distractions. They are forms of self-discovery and growth. Throughout this process, create a circle of positivity around you. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Exchange ideas with them. Share your aspirations and listen to theirs. These interactions foster an environment where mutual growth flourishes. Remember, exclusion does not reflect your worth. It is an invitation to rediscover and reinvent yourself. Over time, you will realize that what once felt painful was actually a nudge toward a more rewarding path. Lesson 4. Demonstrate your worth. Exclusion can be painful, but it is also an opportunity to show what you truly value. Instead of allowing it to bring you down, see it as a chance to display your courage. The next time you are ignored in a meeting or overlooked for a promotion, take a deep breath. Rather than succumbing to self-pity or bitterness, redirect that energy into constructive action. Work on something that showcases your skills or volunteer to lead a new initiative. Your worth doesn't diminish because someone failed to recognize it. Instead, it's an opportunity to stand out even more. As the old saying goes, when one door closes, another opens. And this is not just an empty cliche. It's a path to significant progress. Exclusion does not reflect your worth. It is a redirection towards something that aligns better with your talents and passions. When you are passed over for an opportunity, see it as the universe guiding you towards something more meaningful. Use this experience. This journey is not about masking disappointment with a false smile, but rather about embracing the full spectrum of emotions, processing them, and moving forward with resilience. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our actions and reactions. When facing exclusion, practice empathy, both for yourself and for others. Perhaps the person who rejected you is dealing with their own internal struggles. Expanding your understanding is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength. These experiences serve as opportunities for growth. Reflect, learn, and like a phoenix, rise from the ashes of rejection, stronger and healthier. Therefore, exclusion is not the end of your story, but a turning point that leads you to become the most authentic and resilient version of yourself. Face it with wisdom and vitality, transforming it from your greatest fear into your greatest ally for personal growth and success. Lesson 5. Cut contacts. Silence, often interpreted as a lack of response, is, in fact, a powerful emotional tool, especially in the face of exclusion. When you are ignored or rejected, the impulse may be to try to return to the situation, to reach out and attempt reconciliation. But this is the moment when you can change the game. Instead of chasing after them, embrace the silence. This gesture is not passive. It is a reclaiming of your personal power. By choosing not to react, not to send desperate messages or make frantic calls, you are creating space. This pause is not just for the other person. It is for you. It is a strategic break to reconnect with your priorities. And remember that your worth does not depend on anyone's approval. This silence is, in fact, an active and intentional move. It is a time to reflect, redefine your goals, and refocus on what is important to you. This emotional reset offers clarity and strength. It is not a cold or calculating act. It is a demonstration of self-respect. A reminder that you value yourself too much to chase or beg. This stance is not only stoic but deeply empowering. In a world where immediate responses are expected, your silence can be intriguing and even attractive. It communicates that you are a solid and centered individual, with a full life and your own interests and priorities. While silence may not guarantee a change in someone else's behavior, it certainly guarantees a transformation within you. You will become stronger, more balanced, and ready to face what lies ahead. Lesson 6. Prove them wrong. The art of transforming exclusion into fuel is not just about proving others wrong, but also about showing yourself what you are capable of. On your journey, You will connect with people who may be experiencing similar struggles. These moments of shared vulnerability strengthen both you and those around you. The exclusion may have been the catalyst, but your response creates a support network that goes far beyond the approval you initially sought. Lesson 8. Build your social circle. Imagine yourself in a room where you are ignored, almost invisible. This can be your hidden moment, an opportunity to turn the situation in your favor. Stoicism teaches us that we should transform moments of exclusion into discoveries for personal growth. By seeking external approval or validation, you can focus on improving yourself, developing your skills, and connecting with your community in meaningful ways. It's not about climbing the traditional social ladder, but about ascending your own ladder of self-development. Dedicate yourself to activities that strengthen both your mind and body, such as fitness, learning new skills, or advancing in your career. These activities are not just ways to pass the time. They become powerful tools for shaping a stronger, more resilient, and balanced life. As you build these foundations, you begin to create a circle of people who share your interests and values. In sharing your journey, do not seek applause, but rather genuine connections. Often, this transformation is not quick or easy, but it is extremely rewarding. Each new step in building your confidence and social relationships further strengthens your sense of purpose and resilience. The exclusion that once felt like a block transforms into a pathway toward a richer life, filled with true and meaningful connections. Lesson 9. Exclusion can be the push you need to explore new areas of your life. Think of it as an opportunity to step out of your comfort zone and discover something new. Try things you never considered before. Whether it's a new cuisine, traveling to an unfamiliar place, or even attending a workshop on a topic that has always intrigued you, but that you have never explored. These new experiences are not merely distractions to avoid feelings of exclusion. They are real opportunities for personal growth. Each vivid experience adds a layer to your personality, making you more adaptable, empathetic, and capable of handling the challenges that life presents you. The goal is not to ignore or conceal the feelings of exclusion, but to transform them into a springboard for personal development. Every new learning is a step toward a more vibrant and meaningful life, one that empowers you. In this context, silence is not a form of retaliation, but an exercise in self-control and wisdom. It is valuable time to recharge your energy, process your emotions, and act more deliberately in alignment with your values. Lesson 10. Give them the silent treatment. When faced with indifference, ignoring the impulse to react immediately, Stoicism teaches us that our inner peace should not depend on the actions of others, and silence is a powerful tool in this regard. Choosing not to respond or insist on a situation of indifference is not a sign of weakness, but rather of emotional strength. This silence is not a tactic to provoke or manipulate. It is a space for self-reflection and growth. Instead of allowing yourself to be consumed by the need for approval or attention, use this time to reconnect with yourself. Ask yourself, why does this affect me so much? Silence becomes a moment of introspection, where you can review your responses and reinforce your principles. Additionally, this approach promotes dignity and self-control. By not reacting impulsively, you demonstrate that your self-esteem is not contingent upon others' recognition. You give yourself the opportunity to grow emotionally by processing a situation in a balanced and strategic manner. Maintain dignity and inner peace. Choosing silence in the face of indifference is a way to protect your dignity. It is not about yielding or fleeing, but about taking control of your emotions and preserving your peace. If the desire to react persists, sometimes the best response is simply to remove yourself. This withdrawal is not a sign of defeat, but a conscious choice about where to invest your energy. By opting not to engage in confrontations or arguments, you show that you are focused on more important matters, that your energy is too precious to be wasted on situations that add no value to your life. This gives you the freedom to focus on relationships and activities that truly promote your growth and well-being. This Stoic approach not only preserves your tranquility, but also shows others that you are a centered person who is not shaken by others' indifference. It is a testament to your strength and self-respect, a true reflection of what Stoicism teaches: to live according to your values without being affected by external situations. Lesson 13. When confronted with indifference or exclusion, there is a natural desire to show that we are suffering, hoping to receive compassion or even recognition. However, Stoicism teaches us to maintain composure, not as a mechanism of denial, but as a way to protect our inner peace and dignity. This doesn't mean suffocating our emotions, but choosing where and with whom we will share our struggles. If someone ignores you, displaying your difficulties may not yield the empathy you desire. On the contrary, Stoicism suggests that we should reflect on our obligations internally, or in a safe environment, with those who truly support us. This emotional control, by not immediately revealing your struggles to those who reject you, is a way to maintain your internal power. Grow in silence. This principle does not suggest that you ignore your emotions or pretend everything is fine. On the contrary, it is an invitation to work silently on your growth. While the world may not notice what you are facing, you continue to build your inner strength and develop resilience. Your struggles, instead of being broadcasted, become your fuel for personal growth. Choosing not to reveal your difficulties to everyone is an act of self-care and wisdom. By keeping them private, you ensure they are processed in an environment that respects and values your emotions. Moreover, by not disclosing your struggles to those who ignore you, you avoid falling into the trap of seeking approval or validation from sources that are not willing to offer support at the moment. This is an act of emotional protection and self-respect. True transformation happens within. By focusing on your growth rather than external reactions, you empower yourself. True transformation does not need to be showcased to the world. It is silent, profound, and occurs within you. And it is this quiet strength that prepares you to face future adversities with even greater serenity and confidence. Thus, when you are ready, your actions and achievements will speak for themselves, without you needing to reveal the arduous path you have traveled. Stoicism reminds us that growth and overcoming challenges are internal processes. It's not about demonstrating to others how difficult the journey was, but rather knowing that you have emerged stronger and wiser. True inner resilience is not about pretending you are unaffected. It is a reflection of genuine inner stability. Continue to live your life with the same vigor and determination as before. This is not an act for others. It is a testament to your own strength. This approach does not mean denying your feelings, but recognizing them without allowing them to steer your ship. Let calmness and self-confidence be your guides. It is about controlling what you can, your actions, your responses, your behavior. Move forward with confidence, and in doing so, you are not only showing others your strength, you are reminding yourself of it. It's a subtle yet powerful way to affirm that your self-esteem is independent of others' opinions or actions. Essentially, don't reveal your struggle. You are embracing the Stoic philosophy of emotional resilience. It's not about hiding your emotions. It's about managing them in a way that preserves your dignity and self-respect. It's a demonstration of wisdom and integrity, showing that you are grounded in your own character, unaffected by external circumstances. Your response to rejection is not just for the world to see. It is a mirror reflecting your own courage and stability. Together, let's navigate the twists and turns of reverse psychology, discovering 13 powerful lessons on how to transform rejection. Remember, every challenge you face is a springboard for resilience, a Stoic lesson teaching us how to channel our inner strength. Now, I challenge you to apply these insights in your daily life. Embrace rejection, not as a setback. I look forward to hearing your triumph stories, so hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and leave a comment below. Share your journey, your victories, and even your struggles. If words escape you, simply type "strength in adversity" to show that you've embraced our session. Your interaction fuels this community, guiding us towards wisdom, understanding, and above all, the art of transforming every challenge into an opportunity. Here's to mastering the art of Stoic resilience together. God bless, and stay at peace. Until next time, my friends.